tonight. We have Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, accompanied with the Bloodline, and they are in the ring tonight. And I wonder what they have to say.
Well, knowing Roman Reigns, he's probably out here just to remind everyone that he's the needle mover, the tribal chief, the big dog, and that he wants all of us to acknowledge him as our Universal Champion.
Crowd certainly acknowledging him. Another man who has acknowledged him recently, I'd say, would be that of Finn Balor, who he got rid of at the Royal Rumble. And or so, Roman is looking to make Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate, acknowledge him.
Well, speaking of Brock Lesnar, Corbin, whenever there's smoke, there's fire. And now that we have Roman Reigns out here, we might see Brock too.
That is true. I don't think Lesnar has forgiven Reigns for the amount of time Reigns and the Usos have messed with him.
Absolutely, Brock wants vengeance. He wants to beat down the big dog.
A reminder to Raw a couple weeks ago, it started when Roman tried getting involved in Brock Lesnar's WWE Championship match against Seth Rollins, and now Roman here.
And of course, Brock has been looking for Roman, but Roman just never faced him like a man.
Roman's here.
He's here now,
it's an issue that Roman's scared of Lesnar. I think Roman has better things than Lesnar. I mean, shouldn't Lesnar be at some farm suplexing cows or something?
I mean, hey, Corbin, if that's what you think, honestly, I think that Roman is afraid to acknowledge the fact that Brock Lesnar can beat him in the ring.
What does Roman have to be afraid of? Look at what Paul Heyman is saying here. I agree 100%. The crowd, they should acknowledge Roman Reigns. Every night, he comes out here and he shows his best. He dominates the rest of the roster. He's the reason why the fans are here to all see Roman Reigns. He's the reason why most of the locker room has food to put on their table. I just think there's a lack of respect to Roman.
And now Roman being handed the mic. Let's see what choice words he has to say.
Every time Roman speaks, it most definitely is impactful.
Roman just taking it all in.
I think they're all eager to hear what our tribal chief has to say. Starting to speak here.
Roman taking his sweet time. Probably has to do with that ego of his.
I'm going to ask the questions. Exactly what I'm saying. Roman isn't afraid of Brock. Brock's afraid that now Roman is in the ring.
Well, I don't know, Corbin. This is definitely a different tune being sung by Reigns from last week.
Whatever. It's because back then, he did not know what that lunatic, that maniac Lesnar would have done to him. I mean, did you see how Lesnar has manhandled the rest of the locker room?
Now, well, you raise a great point, Corbin, but I don't think that works in Reigns' favor. It works in Brock's favor, because I think he can absolutely manhandle Roman, too.
I don't think so. I think Roman has what it takes to beat Lesnar on his own. And with the backup of the Usos, Brock's just a joke.
Wait, Corbin, wait. He's almost interrogating Heyman now. I thought they were friends.
Well, I mean, you do have to remember Heyman's past with Lesnar.
Of course, the former client.
Got Lesnar's foot into the door into this company. And maybe Reigns isn't trusting Heyman here.
Of course, Brock Lesnar's time as a Paul Heyman guy is synonymous with his career. And what is that?
Oh my.
Chills! It's John Cena!
The man who I'd argue the face of WWE. And the crowd seems to agree as John Cena is here.
And Francis Corbin is the whole goddamn franchise. John Cena!
Day 3 for the wrestling. Heyman's clear. Cena's here. Uso's getting ready for the fight.
Oh, and here comes Cena rushing down, not wasting any time. He's ready to whoop some ass.
We're getting into the face of Roman there. He needs to be careful. Those Usos still are there. Even like Jimmy Uso takes a good piece after his match with Robert. Jey Uso, he's ready to go.
Now John Cena showboating as always, and the fans are eating it up.
I think he's taunting Roman here by doing his entrance. Not giving a care in the world to Roman.
Corbin, just look at the expression on Heyman's face. He is petrified. I think he's gonna turn to stone.
Heyman certainly doesn't want an attitude adjustment. But Reigns might get one. They're looking for a mic. I don't know if Roman is picking the wisest of fights here on the mic. A master of the WWE universe like John Cena. Oh.
He
Reigns.
has a point. Reigns
He's walking
never
in.
truly wanted to fight John and pretty much fleed from him.
No, I think Reigns was trying to look for answers. Think about it. Cena jumped Roman Reigns. You know something that would spell bad news for the bloodline?
And what's that, Corbin?
Lesnar was also here. Cena and Lesnar might be the most powerful force WWE has ever seen. But luckily for Roman, it's just Cena tonight. And I honestly think Roman can take a part-timer like Cena. But then again, if there's one thing Cena's good at, it's winning despite every single odd that is stacked against him.
Well, Corbin, you know, now that you raise it, obviously John Cena and Brock Lesnar have a common enemy in Roman Reigns, and my God, would it be terrifying to see two titans of the WWE team up like that. Let's just hope that stays a hypothetical,
Roman!
or we all might be in danger.
Roman issuing a challenge to Cena. Cena, he doesn't seem too phased by that. Is leaving their scheduled title match.
This is
Confused here,
strange.
boss. What has he got? John Cena in the ring with Roman Reigns here.
You know, Corbin, Cena raises an excellent question. Who are the fans rallying behind? The Tribal Chief or the Superman of the WWE, John Cena?
Another great point there. Roman Reigns never has beat John Cena.
Absolutely true.
Cena saying even when he was a rookie, he still could take Roman Reigns.
It's some tough talk from John Cena.
Now he's claiming Roman Reigns would not be the Universal Champion without the help of the Usos.
He raises a fair point. Roman, you know, he's always up to some interference. He plays dirty, and he has no regrets about it. Honestly, it's a great point, Corbin. If you strip away all these things that Roman Reigns has surrounded himself with, perhaps even to compensate, if you strip it all away, what does he have left?
he still has his great in-ring capabilities left because Roman Reigns by far is one of the most talented superstars. Even without the Usos, I think he'd still be our Universal Champion.
Well, I'd love to see him try and back that up against John Cena.
Cena almost making the Tribal Chief look like a punk.
I mean, Corbin, what'd you expect? It's John Cena, for Christ's sake. Come on, man.
And I don't know why Roman, or even better, the Usos, are letting this happen. I expected Cena to get wailed on.
Well,
You can
Corbin,
definitely see the look on Roman's face. He is not happy about this.
maybe the truth is that they're afraid of the capabilities of John Cena.
You know, mentioning WrestleMania. Or fighting words to Reigns. Reigns in the bloodline looking upset.
And you know,
This
I
is not
just
a
wonder,
verbal
how
altercation or
far is this
winning.
going to escalate? Are they going to fight tonight, perhaps?
Maybe Cena's ready whenever. The question is Roman going to risk it here? And
That is
oh
the
my
question.
goodness, a challenge for the Universal
My
title.
God, it's really happening. Chills.
Roman Reigns could deny it here. I mean, he is the champion. He is the Tribal Chief. Whatever he says goes. You know what they say. It isn't official until the Tribal Chief says so.
Oh, wow.
Roman accepts. No
You know,
mas.
following up with what Reigns said, if you think about it, has it affected John Cena having all this time away, not being that active in ring and focusing on making movies? Could that have affected his in-ring ability?
I don't think it has. He's always been a hungry competitor when it comes to the Universal title. I think Cena wants to taste it.
I mean, Corbin, there's one thing I don't understand. How is Roman Reigns gonna fight him when he can't see him?
True. Anyways, tune in. The Universal title match. Keep it tonight on SmackDown. John Cena versus Roman Reigns.